What is up, you guys? So in today's video, I'm filming finally for the first time 2.5 weeks. I'm finally in London. It's been so long since I filmed, honestly. I've been waiting for so long to just get all my stuff and start filming. Initially, I wanted to do a soft glam look, which I did. I mean, like, I used the palette for this look. It didn't really quite turn out soft glam like I wanted it to, but this is what I came up with nonetheless. So I hope you guys like it. This is it, and let's just hop right in. Alright, so without wasting any more time, I'm just hopping right into my skincare before I do my makeup. For the first step, I'm taking my The Ordinary The Buffet thing. It's basically just a mix of like vitamins for your skin. It's pretty basic as far as their stuff goes, but I like it. Next, I'm just taking my SkinCeuticals Antioxidant Serum. It's also just a nice little base to have for your makeup. You can also use it before bed as well. As my lip balm, this is definitely a night treatment. It is very thick, but my lips are super fucked up at all times, so I use it in the morning as well. It is just my Dermalogica nightly lip treatment. So next, I'm taking a little bit of eye cream. This one is the OLEHENRIKSEN Banana Eye Cream. It is like the new hype. It's kind of whatever. I really don't see an extreme difference with it, but it smells really good and it's quite thick, so I enjoy it. And it also sinks into your skin quite fast, so I don't have to wait too long before doing my makeup, which I can appreciate. And for the next step, I'm taking this needy cat. Gus just wants to be on camera at all times. This is a actual human child, I'm pretty sure. For the moisturizer, once again, The Ordinary. I'm just taking their moisturizer. It is like the most basic moisturizer ever. There's no scent, there's no like anything to it. It just gets the job done, which is nice, and I think it costs like $5 or something insane. Next, this is a tinted sunscreen. You could use it just on its own. I don't think that it has enough coverage for me to use it on its own, so I definitely just use it as a regular sunscreen, but you could probably get away with that if you wanted to. I'm taking some olio russo luxury oil, and I tried to do the whole Instagram guru thing, but fucked that up, so I'm taking it on the brush. These brushes are by Vanity Planet. This video is definitely not sponsored by them, but I do have like a 70% off code that I'll link down below. It's not commissioned, it's just, they just gave me a code for you guys. I really don't care if you use it. I'm buffing in some foundation into my skin. For my foundation, I'm taking my bareMinerals BarePRO, I believe it's called. I'm in the shade 15, which is quite light for me at this time of year, but buffing all that in. Hopping in with some Tarte Shape Tape and just covering my under eye circles and everything that I want covered. Just blending all that away. So pressing all that on, and I'm also applying a little bit of the leftover concealer on my lid just as an eyeshadow base. For the contour today, I wanted to do something bronzy rather than defining, so I used my Benefit Hoola stick. It is a little bit more warm than my other contour products, but it's a whole look in itself, you know? If I want to be bronzy, I'll use this. If I want to be chiseled, I'll use like my ABH stick in Fawn or something. Or Mink. Setting my face with powder. This one's just the MAC Patrick Starrr Loose Translucent Powder. Nothing super exciting here. For my brows, I'm just taking my ABH Perfect Brow Pencil. I do prefer this one, but it smudges kind of throughout the day. Like, you can't touch your brows, otherwise it'll just go, you know? So if you want something a little more permanent, you'd probably use Brow Wiz, but I just can't be bothered with Brow Wiz. It's just a whole process, you know what I mean? Like, you have to find a brush, you have to like warm it up. Like, it's too much work for me sometimes. Next, I'm just moving on to the actual eyeshadow tutorial. I'm taking the Soft Glam, obviously, by ABH. For my crease shade, I'm taking the shade Burnt Orange and mixing it with a little bit of orange soda and just starting to blend it away to my liking. I also kind of wanted it a little bit more winged, if you know what I mean, like the eyeshadow to kind of extend a little past towards my brow tail. Yeah, does that make sense? Starting to pack on the shade Mulberry, which is just a dark, Vino shade towards my outer corner and kind of into my crease as well. And once again, taking my sweet time. This shade was a little bit lengthy to blend, but you could get it done with enough time. I also learned to use a very light hand with these brushes. You guys probably noticed, but I'm using these brushes to kind of like sharpen the wing a little bit more. I don't want an extreme edge to the shadow, but I do want it to kind of have a little structure. For my lid, I'm taking the shade Rose Pink on a moist, God, I hate that word, on a wet eyeshadow brush and just start to kind of pack it on and blend it together. I'm also using the edge of the brush to kind of make a little bit of a cut crease, if that makes sense. It's not really a cut crease, but you know, just to kind of create that line in the inner lid. Going in with the shade Mulberry once again, I'm just dragging it under my eye to create my fake little eye bag. Or, well, I do have an eye bag. I just like to accentuate it as much as possible. So I'm just drawing it into the line where the eye bag is, you know? Then to make the eye bag pop and to tie everything together, I'm taking the shade Rose Pink once again and popping it right into that little empty space of the eye bag. If that's your look, I know it's not for everyone, but if that's your look that you like, the little eye bag look, then that'll definitely make it like pop. To line my eyes, I'm just taking the Urban Decay eyeliner in the shade Anatomy and kind of starting to smudge it a little bit with the shadow, but building it up as I go just to keep the opacity of the liner, you know, just to make sure that it's still very visible. I don't want to smudge it out to nothing. For my mascara, I'm taking my Urban Decay BADgal Bang, which I know I used to talk mad shit about, but I'm kind of getting around to it. It is definitely not my like least favorite mascara. For the lashes, I'm taking my Lilly lashes in the style Monaco and popping them right on. It is a little bit of a struggle when your eyeliner is really bright because you got to make sure the lashes are so close to your actual ones that you can't see where they start. For my lips, I'm taking my MAC Chicory lip liner and starting to outline and fill in. It's definitely not as red in real life as it is on camera. It's a little bit more muted. And then for the lipstick, I'm taking once again the Urban Decay lipstick. This one is in the shade Epigram. For the very last but not least step, I thought I would add some highlight. I just haven't been on a highlighter train recently, so I decided to pop on some in-your-face highlighter. This one is the NARS Albatross. And that is really all for this look. So easy. Just kidding. It took me like 2 hours, but you know, hope you guys liked it. So that is it for the vid, and I'll see you guys hopefully way sooner now that the move is over.
Alright, I love you. Bye.